this. All sides agree that the policies as they have been in the past are not effective. Everyone agrees that we should not be shooting at cars. Where the sticking point is in those rare instances, like in Ohio State, where the officers have to shoot at the cars. That's an exceptional circumstance. And this gets down to the language that goes into this policy. And we have a preamble basically saying that no policy can dictate every situation. And the belief of the police commission is that that covers any exceptional circumstances. The POA wants specific language protecting the officers in the unlikely event that they have to do this, that they have to shoot a suspect that is actively mowing people down with a vehicle.
And the other one is tasers. This is a repeatedly come up in front of the commission and repeatedly sort of been sidetracked, and it appears that it's going off and onto the side again.
So you decided to hit me with the two easiest things you could find, I feel.
No, that's not what we do here on Sunday morning, no.
Well, and the taser situation, and again, both of these are things that under the Department of Justice Collaborative Reform Initiative, they addressed.
Right.
The shooting at moving vehicles, they said we should ban it immediately. The tasers, they strongly recommended we consider deploying tasers.
Well, let's look at that commercial that they're putting out about shooting and at moving cars. It is emotional. It is meant to get people involved. It is sort of, some people would say, inflammatory. What we have is appears to be a reenactment of an event that never really happened. And so what we're doing is like I said, a very emotional thing. Are you comfortable with the policy right now as it's being proposed?
I think there's a little tweaking to get both sides a little bit of what they want. No one's going to be 100% happy with this policy, but in the event that this does stall, I'm going to have to act in the interim, and not that I like using that term, but in the interim, I'm going to have to act and put something in place to make sure that the police officers and the public are both protected.
Final question, the morale in the department, how is it?
Fantastic.
Really, in light of all this?
Well, let me give you two examples of the morale and the things you brought up earlier. Yesterday, we did the Make-A-Wish Foundation plunge in the bay and cable car pull, very successful. At the very beginning, a gentleman came out with a large knife threatening the crowd. Officer Ray Padmore de-escalated the situation, talked him out of the knife, and took him into custody without a shot being fired. So we had a great day yesterday, morale was high, and you got a great example of de-escalation with a subject with a knife.
Well, thank you for sharing with us this morning, because we could use some good news today. And
Definitely.
thanks for joining us.
Definitely.
Okay, now we're going to